Oh my God, Omar Ali Hagag. How are you?
I'm fine, miss. How are you doing?
Congratulations. I am over the moon. So
Thank
happy,
you.
so excited. Now, I have to say it was totally expected. I mean, I knew Omar would get an A star, a nine. That was totally expected. But you also surprised me that you only lost 2 marks, right?
Yeah, that is correct.
Wow, wow, that is so good. So, Omar, before I ask you my questions, first, thank you so much for interviewing with me.
No problem.
I've always dreamt of having you on my channel. I actually have several students, like, I really want to interview all of them and have them on my channel. But of course, with limited time, thank you so much for being able to be here. And I have to say, like, your participation in class was amazing. Like the whole year. I mean, sometimes usually what I see is students are really, active at the beginning of the year and then they start to get tired and so they become quieter. But Omar, you were active the whole year. And the other thing is you were also active like the whole lesson. So you would like answer my questions and ask questions for the entire duration. And my lessons are 2 hours long, so that's pretty long for especially for your generation. It's pretty long, so I really, really appreciate your patience. You're one of the students of this new generation who is like really, really patient. Um, and so I loved your participation. Now, I have 3 questions for you because we cannot let this opportunity go. We cannot have such an amazing student like you, Omar, graduate and finish with amazing grades and not ask him, like, what is your secret? So, my first question for you is, what is your secret for success?
One of the most important aspects for success is that you do something with the intention of completing it well or doing it well, as well as doing it consistently. Because if you can't go into the exam expecting that you didn't try hard enough in the first few months of the course, and then in the last 2 or 3 months you expect a nine or a full mark. So consistently doing it from the beginning of the year to the last is very important. And also doing it with determination or the intention of doing it well is very important as well.
I mean, you hit on 2 things that are really problematic with not just, I don't want to say the new generation, like even us adults, we're struggling with the same thing. Life is becoming so fast and people's attention is just becoming so bad right now and the distractions are everywhere. So you said 2 amazing things. The second one you mentioned is consistency. So from the beginning of the year, every single day, every single week, every single month, all the way until the end. All right. If you get tired, you do something about it and you jump back right on track again. And the second thing that I really love about what you said is with the intention, like in your heart, you put this intention, hey, I'm gonna do my best right here. Because sometimes students and even adults really sometimes we say I'm going to do this as fast as possible and it doesn't matter how good it is done, like how well, like the way you said it is just beautiful with the intention of doing it well. That's gold. Omar, that's gold. That's so good. Like these 2 things, I agree with you, those are the secret of success. So doing something well. Now with that, you mean when you do the homework, you read the question, you try your best, you try to use your mind, you do not give up quickly, do not look at the answer scheme or the mark scheme too quickly. Like, is that what you mean by doing it well?
Exactly, that's what I mean. Basically, what I'm saying is that whenever you're studying, that you should put the quality of your studying better than the quantity. For example, there are students that study for long time, way more than me, that they study much more, but they didn't get the same grades. But they studied way more. They worked harder, way more. So, but the most important is the quality of your work. If someone, for example, rushes through things, doesn't study it properly, misses a few key points, He isn't going to do as well as the person that takes his time into the exam, sees the patterns of the questions, analyze the questions well, and read the questions. So that is a really important aspect.
I love that quality versus quantity. And you said something that I think viewers of your video will actually like. I mean, you just said that you have friends who studied more than you, more hours than you, but less quality hours. So like just huge amount of hours, but did not get the grade that you got. You got an A star. So it's really the quality of the work versus the quantity. And I love that because I never tell my students you have to study crazy hours. I never say that. I never say stay up late. If you notice, I talk a lot about sleeping well and taking your time sleep and you should get a solid 7 to 8. I never say sleep 4 hours. I never say go crazy. I never say give up your sports or give up going to, your swimming class. I never say that. I always say, you should take care of yourself. You should sleep well. But then when you do my homework, like read like actually do the work. So that was amazing. Omar, my second question for you is, what were the most favorite things for you in the course?
Honestly, in my favorite aspects of the course, it was the mini videos. I really enjoyed them.
The mini videos, the short
Yeah, I
video.
really, yes, the ones that you watch before the lesson. They help me understand the lesson way quicker. They help me absorb the information from the lesson way quicker. So also they don't take that much time. So it's very useful when you're trying to revise before the exam or when you're trying to recall a topic that you forgot.
Awesome, awesome. So yes, these were short videos. Now I had two versions. I have English version and Arabic version. I'm curious, which one did you watch?
I mostly watched both of them.
But
Sometimes I would watch the Arabic, sometimes English.
wow, did you find any did it matter when you watched both languages? Did it help to watch a second language?
Depends on the person. Some people, like myself, I'm from Egypt, so we speak Arabic, but I'm not really that fluent. So when someone else speak, I might not be able to understand. So it depends on the person, but obviously, someone who speaks their mother tongue well will appreciate it if when they hear it in their language because that's their tongue, so they will understand it better.
Yeah, yeah. Now the other nice thing is you said, did you watch them before the lesson?
Before or after, but I prefer before the lesson.
And I always say that is because, I recorded an orientation video and I ask all students to watch my orientation video. My step number, and there are 5 steps. And I just say in the video, if you do those 5 steps throughout the class, throughout the course, there are 63 lessons. If you do the 5 steps over and over and over and over for 63 lessons, you will get an A star 9 for sure. I've never had someone who did not. And my first step was watch the pre-recorded video. So I'm really glad that we finally like wow. I've had several YouTube interviews where graduates of my course said something about the pre-recorded videos, but I'm glad that you're just like you said it again and you're confirming that this is an amazing, brilliant idea to watch it before class. Because I can tell, I mean, you never told me this before, but I could tell in class that your questions were very different than everyone else. Like you asked questions that I'm like, but I mean, you're asking questions on the spot. So you must have had enough time to process the lesson so you can ask such a beautiful question. So it was really clear. Now I know why your questions in the lesson were so, so, so good. And then you also said something else. You said you watched them before the lesson and then you watch them when you need it. So, for example, if you have an exam at school and you want to review something that happened 2 months ago, then this is a really short video that you can watch and boom, remember everything, right?
Yeah, it's really useful for recalling stuff in the past, as well as it won't take that much time off your hands. Some students they have a pretty tight schedule with lessons as well. Not all these students have chemistry, but other subjects, so they might have a tight schedule, so they might not be able to join the lesson. So these mini videos are really helpful for those students.
That is true. But Omar, I mean, I would just want to tell the audience, Omar did not miss a single lesson. He was always there. So that was a great thing. But yes, he is right. Like if you had to miss the lesson and if you had to watch the recorded session, the live session at 2 times speed, you also have a short video that kind of summarizes everything for you. So that is right. So Omar, my final question for you is what advice do you want to give to newer students, younger students? So if there's anything else that you did not share with us today, please share it with us. We want newer students to learn from you because you're an example of the younger generation, the busier generation, the challenged generation. I mean, your generation, bless your heart, my goodness, the challenges that you guys are facing right now and the distractions that you are surrounded with, it is too much. I mean, when I was your age, life was simple. Your life is not our life right now. Me and you right now is not simple at all. So growing up and being still a teenager and still young at this age is really challenging. So what advice do you have for for students who are about to start their IGCSEs or GCSEs?
I wouldn't say don't panic. I don't panic as there's a big difference before pre-IG and IG. So you can't really expect to hit the ground running. There will be downfalls. As myself, before IG, I used to be a straight A student, only above 90 marks. But the moment I started IG, my marks fell from 90 to 70. It was a very big jump. That's how bad it was.
Wow, what
So
an advice. So good.
you have to make realistic expectations. It's going to be a really big change because it's really different topics, syllabus, and different challenges as well. It also it's really important that you take a break once in a while. You have a hobby that you do because it's way better to waste a little bit of time doing something you enjoy than wasting time while you're burnt out from studying a lot, which was a mistake I did. I stopped doing the sports so I can my favorite sport to start studying more. It was a big mistake. I burned out really quickly, so it's better to have a hobby that you can do and enjoy while you're still studying.
What sport did you do?
I used to do swimming.
Swimming. Oh, did you go back to swimming or did you completely stop?
I went back once in a while, but then I realized that I'm not as good as I was to be, so I stopped it.
Oh, bummer.
But I do wish to go back.
Yeah. So, and did you start your A levels yet or not yet?
Yeah, I have started my A levels. I'm taking AS Bio this summer.
So, Omar, did you see a big jump from IGCSEs to A level
Yeah,
biology?
there's a really big difference.
Big,
Uh,
yes.
in the A levels, they don't put it on the front. It's like hidden in between the questions. It's really indirect.
Yes,
They expect you to apply your knowledge more than memorizing. That's a really big difference from IG to O level.
very,
So it will take time to adapt, but we'll get there eventually.
very, very true. I love your, to the point advice. You're to the point. It's so good. Do not panic. That is so good because it is very true that, from year nine, to starting IGCSEs and becoming really serious about it, it is a big jump. Your grades will go down. The questions are harder. You will panic, or that's what we're trying to avoid. Do not stop your hobby because burnout does consume time. We don't want burnout. Um, Relax a little bit. It's okay to put some time for relaxation or sports rather than burning out later. So I love your advice. It is to the point and amazing. Thank you so much. Omar, do you want to add anything else?
And of course, do the worksheets. The
Do the
worksheets
worksheet.
are magical. They summarize all of the points in one PDF. It's really helpful to if you forgot anything in the lesson midway or you your mind slipped throughout the lesson. It's really nice to memorize everything. It's all in one PDF. It helps a lot to summarize.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you. So, just to clarify this to the audience, because the viewers may not know what worksheet is he talking about. So, I created a worksheet after each lesson that, and I ask about every single point that I talked about in the lesson, and so it kind of like wraps your head around the lesson, in one sheet, in one PDF. Um, and so like it asks about all the important points. It's a good summary. You have to write, which is again another problem with the newer generation now, is that they don't write much because there's voice to text and there's typing and there's like easier ways
iPad.
to
Yeah.
iPad, exactly. And so and the worksheet, I really advise students to do the worksheet, especially for calculations, because I do like 3, 4, 5 calculations for each idea. And so you really solidify and get to increase your speed. So that is such a beautiful, amazing advice. So Omar, I mean, I finally want to say I'm so proud of you. I'm so, so, so happy. My heart is just singing and dancing. I mean, not just an A-star student, but you only lost 2 marks, and you're probably one of the highest in your school. So, congratulations once again. Best
Yes,
wishes.
it's all thanks to the amazing team that you had built. It's a really supportive system. It's really amazing. A lot of amazing people as well. The assistants, Miss Dina, Miss Rabah, Miss Saba, Miss Rabia. All of them are really, really, really important. As well as, of course, you,
Thank you.
the main teacher. Amazing system, really. Very
Thank you.
supportive
Thank you
as
so
well.
much for mentioning the team because yes, they did work hard all year. I mean, so like each student is surrounded with a team, someone that reminds them of the live session, someone that reminds us. So Rabia reminded you of the live
Yes.
session. Miss Saba reminded you of any missing homework. Um, Mr. Omar answered any chemistry questions. So like, those 3 people like would remind you of anything that's missing. And so you were like, like you did not have to worry much because someone is going to remind you. So
Yeah.
that was so really I really really appreciate, mentioning the team. They're gonna love it. Thank you again so much, Omar. Best wishes in your A level. Yes, biology
Thank
is
you.
hard. And I just want to tell the audience, hey, pick chemistry, not biology. I'm just kidding, just kidding.
I actually do prefer chemistry as a subject. Uh, I really do love it more than bio, but since I'm going to medical school, bio is
Medical.
more required.
True, it's true. Medical school does. I mean, and biology is going to be like a more complete subject for
Yeah.
medical school because you do want to be prepared. You do want to know all about the cells and the function of the cells, and they're like, yeah, I know. So that is true. Thank you so much again, Omar. Really, really,
Thank you for
really
your time. Yes.
appreciate
Thank
your
you.
interview. So excited to put this on YouTube, and I'm so excited for new students to watch you. All right. Thank
Thank you,
you.
miss.